Alright, so I'm going to show you how I ran the kernel density tool in order to make the heat maps for the agricultural districts. So this is Clark County here, and so what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to find our kernel density tool, and we're going to want to find our feature class that are points and that are dissolved by the owner, and we are going to keep our population field by none. Our output raster can be whatever you want it to be called, and I'm just going to call it video tutorial or whatever, you know. So then we're going to change our output cell size to 30 so it doesn't look so grainy, the output. Square miles, you want this to be this all default, and then make sure your environment is your current map, and then you should be able to run it from here. It looks good. Okay, so we got our output here, and so we're going to go to symbology, and we're going to change our intervals, the quantile, and then we're going to go to classes and do 5. And so this is kind of how our original one looked when we first started doing this project. But you'll see that this box here is kind of creates this unnecessary noise. And so I'm going to do a calculation using the raster calculator. And so basically we're going to get rid of this unnecessary noise. So we're going to pick our raster here, and then we're going to say times the condition of our raster if any value is greater than 0, comma, return 1. And so what this is saying is this says on the condition that our output raster has any values greater than 0, it's going to return 1, and then it will multiply the output of that raster by our output raster. If another comma is not placed after this one, the false values will default to no data. So after the ultimate output of this is going to look something like this. I'm just going to say 2. So we're going to see how that looks in comparison. Okay, so it symbolized it a little differently, but we can, no worries, can go to classify here, and now we have our method and our classes again. Again, we'll do quantile, and let's see how that looks in comparison. So you can see when I turn off the original one, that box is gone. It's a little bit better. You can also there's a couple other tricks, but in my kernel density in particular, I'm not sure why, but if you try to set up a mask, mine crashes, but if you wanted to, you could also do the mask where this would be where the extent of it goes is around this boundary, the Clark County boundary, and that looks really good. But mine, for some reason, just crashes every time I try. So I use the raster calculator to get around that issue. So there you have it. I hope this helped you.